Hello, everyone. Hi. We are going to talk about the contractual aspects of quality in construction. Okay, so it's about quality management, right? So in general, okay, I think when we were going through with you on quality management. Okay, and any quality management class, I think you will hear me talking about, methods, material, machinery, manpower, the four M's. And I will actually base my quality management system on the four M's. Okay, because that is the easiest way of creating your quality management plan. Okay, I think you all know about that, lah, huh? So basically, let's say for construction industry, it is really the effective use of all these material, machineries, resources, and all that, and the material, the manpower, the machineries, and equipment and all that, in order to deliver the product, okay, on time with the required quality on budget, okay. And yeah, so I think we are quite familiar with that. But when the project is being awarded, when the construction is ongoing, normally we will be focusing on the quality management systems. Within that, we will be focusing more on quality control, whereby we will do checking and then we'll do auditing and then we'll do rectification work, and that. So from here onwards, when we talk about contractual aspects, where we are assuming that the project is ongoing, and then the major thing that we are going to be focusing on is QC. You see, I mean, we don't want to talk about planning and all that anymore. Okay, so this is mainly going to be based on QC. The QC activity will be linking with your contract. Okay, so I think that is what we're trying to point out here. So what is QC? QC is really it's a system. It's a system with processes to ensure that the work, the material, the systems, the installation, it meets the predefined performance standards and regulatory specification. So the ultimate objective is to deliver a safe, reliable, durable outcome that conform to the design and all the contractual obligation that the supplier or the contractors or the builders or the whoever that is at the end of the project delivery to be giving to the project. Okay. So mainly, I think that, we'll quickly bring into ITP and QIP. So these are typical things for all engineering, whether you're from manufacturing, whether M&E, or whether you're from civil. I think these are the quite common way of what civil engineering industry is actually, the engineering industry is doing for quality management. Okay. So basically inside there it will tell you about what to inspect, what process to inspect, what activity to process, and then what standards, what reference, what inspection procedures, and what's acceptance criteria based on certain standards, the frequency of testing, level of testing, witnessed by who, so these are typical ITP, and pretty sure public works department like JKR, they are doing ITP. I mean, if you go and look at JKR system, I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you do know about it. I think they have a lot of ITP format, and which is adopted across government agency projects. So you've got like you have that whole thing, different ITP templates that is JKR will be using. Okay, so basically, these are some of the documents that will be corresponding these documents with the contractual aspects of quality management. So purpose, it will state the purpose of the inspection, the standards, and the detail, the testing outline, the methods, tools, samplings required. Okay. So this is what the documents of ITP will normally get you to keep lah. So if there is a problem, then we will have reports, forms, non-conformance report, NCR to actually fill up, and submit and all that. And all this is the physical aspect. This is a practical aspect of quality. Okay. So, but with contractual aspects, okay, so with the contractual aspects, there are a lot of things in the contract that actually that actually spells down the responsibilities of the contractor and also the responsibilities of the employer or the client in some cases, on their roles and duties and responsibilities and their rights, in terms of quality management. Okay. So I think some of these documents are like, these sort of things like, there will be clauses that talks about quality. There will be technical specification that really in this industry helps to govern quality. Okay. I mean, like most engineering would use, besides manufacturing, I think like civil and all that, they will usually still use like inspection format, kind of thing, to inspections and technical specification, inspections, standards and all that to govern the quality management aspects. Okay. So, but manufacturing and mechanical and also electrical, they may have something a little bit more precise. Maybe it's like, they would have something that is more precise in order to some of the more precise documentation, I would say. Yeah, but more or less it's all there. So some clauses that are dealing with documents that is needed, some clauses dealing with the responsibilities, and they are like in PWD, they're in PAM, they're in CIDP, they're in JKR form, we usually will talk about conformance, you talk about approval, you will talk about quality of materials, workmanship materials, it will talk about rejection of non-conforming items, it will talk about ensuring certain report and certain testing to be done. So this really lead us to this. Of course, all the contract clauses normally we would like to associate some remedies, meaning that if you fail to meet certain contractual requirement, what is the steps that the parties can do, you see? So in contract, in order to manage quality, it is not just those reports, the documents, the record keeping. Yes, of course, these are very important aspects, but you see, your contract actually ties in with this practical aspect as well. They are like together for us to for engineering personnel to help to manage the quality requirement in their project. So of course that also associate with some remedies. Remedies meaning that, like what can they do, in case they don't fulfill certain aspects, you see. Right? So I think these are the common clauses in quality related to quality management now. So in contract. So generally most contract will need to specify all these things. These are the clauses that is a bit more important in the sense that it will actually help you to meet your contractual obligations in terms of quality related matters. So performance of contractor, material, machinery, workmanship, inspection, supervision, standing supervision, instructions, opening up and make good, instructions, pre-site visit information, setting out. So these are, like I said, related to quality management. It's like management on site or in project is actually practical, you see. Here, this is like a supporting that in terms of contract, it's supporting the practical aspect. So it's like they make, the contract is there for us to say that, you must do this, and that. You see, like, for all the parties to carry out their responsibilities on site. That's the gist lah. So I think the first part of the lecture here, we are trying to confirm, we're trying to get you to remember that, yes, we talk about quality management. That is related to some of the clauses in all the contract forms, in all the contracts. These are the clauses that must be written down as well in order to complement the practicality of construction quality